So for this process, you will need some clips, gloves to protect your hands, your developer, I'm using a 50 volume and a 20, some foil, and the first thing you want to do is start off by parting each section out, because you're going to take parts of each section, which is called subsections, and we're going to be doing a slicing technique. I did start with the L'Oreal Quick Blue Powder, but I ended up finishing with the BW2 powder because I ran out. And that's very important, you guys, when you're doing all types of process like this. Make sure you have enough product. Now I'm just going to take a piece of this section and clip all of that hair away, high away, because you do not want to get any bleach where you don't need it. And we're just gonna take that, and we're gonna take a metal rat tail comb, and we're just gonna slice a piece off of that subsection. So as you can see, I'm gonna slice a piece off the top of that subsection, and then I'm just gonna take some foil and put that closest to the root as possible. And this is a wig. This is a little more difficult than doing it on a real person's hair. And then I'm just going to take my bleach and make sure you guys saturate the hair in product. I mean, you're going to need so much bleach and developer. I see why a lot of stylists charge like amount of dollars for this, because you use a lot of bleach. Once you feel like you have enough product saturated onto the hair, you want to take the foil and wrap the hair up and fold it in so the hair can process. And I use the 20 volume developer in the back, and I use the 50 in the front, so it can have two different types of dimensions, and it can be one color in the back and more brown in the back and blonde in the front. front, I'm just gonna slice directly off top of each subsection, because in the back of the head I was doing a zigzag or a back and forth type of pattern. So for the first subsection I would slice off the top, and then I would slice off the bottom, which will put the highlights a little bit closer to, a lot closer than normally. So from the front I want them to be a little more farther apart, so I'm just going to slice directly off the top. And then when I get closer towards the center part, I am going to I got a little heavy handed because I didn't want to waste any product, so I did get a little heavy handed towards the top. This is me taking out the foils. I think I let this hair process for an hour. Maybe don't let it go for no more than an hour, because after that your hair will start to get fried and you don't want that. So I did let this process for about an hour, and I took the rest out of the shampoo bowl. But I am gonna have a part 2 to this, which is the styling, so make sure you stay